Hey everyone, so today what we are going to do is we are going to go through a review of our chapter 8, which is length in customary units, and this is our review for our test. Please pay attention to all of the slides because most of the questions that I'm asking you on these slides will actually be on your test tomorrow. And at the end of this video, I'll show you where you can find your test. So, we are talking about length. So we've used inches and we've talked about feet too. So remember, this is our inch ruler. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches. Now remember, 12 inches equals 1 foot. 12 inches equals 1 foot. Now if you look over here, I have a few blocks, and if I'm going to measure with a ruler, remember I don't start at 1, you always start at 0, not even at the end. See how the 0 doesn't even go to the beginning of the cubes. I start my measurement right at 0. And about how many inches long are this cube train? So what I can do is I can draw a line from beginning to end. And about how many inches? It's about 4. 4 inches. And we can write inches IN, that's a little abbreviation, and just put a little dot. So our cube train here is about 4 inches. Now let's look here. Which one is smaller? An inch or a foot? Tell me. I know I can't hear you, but tell me. Say it out loud. Which one's smaller? An inch. You're right. Obviously, if you're looking at here, this is 1 inch. 1 inch. It's right. I took it actually right from there. That's definitely smaller than 12 inches. It's going to be on your test. Okay, let's look here. The bead is 1 inch long. About how many inches long is the string? So this is going to be on your test. The way that you can do that is sometimes what I do is I use my fingers and I kind of imagine how big it's going to be. But for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this and I'm going to count. So this first one we have to count. That's 1 and 2, 3, oops, 4. So about how many inches long is the string? 4 inches long. Okay, now let's look at our line plot. Remember, a line plot is how we display data. This is for length of books, and down here is how many inches the books were. Look at the line plot. How many books are 7 inches long? What are you going to count? Well, first, let's look under 7. And what are we going to count? Going to count my X's. So, how many books were 7 inches long? 4. Look at the question. I changed it. I changed my number here. Look at the line plot. How many books are 5 inches long? Look at my 5. Count my X's. How many books were 5 inches long? 3. Okay, so let's look at this. What is the best estimate for a bulletin board? Okay. Now, we talked about it a little bit, but you can use a yardstick, which measures very, very long feet. You can use a ruler, which is a shorter distance. And you can use a measuring tape. Now, measuring tape goes around. Put that over here. Put that down here. So looking at this, what do you think we would use? Well, we could use two things. We could use, not a measuring tape, we could use a yardstick. A yardstick has 3 feet in it, and a ruler. A ruler has 1 foot. So I'm thinking the best thing I would probably use is a yardstick, and it would equal 3 feet. What about this one? If we're looking at the desktop, what would we use? I'm thinking a ruler. Now remember, this is like on the top of your desk. If you would just actually put your hands on top of the desk. And how long do we think our desk would be? 1 foot, one ruler, 2 feet, 2 rulers, or 5 feet, 5 rulers. Now remember, this is across the top, not from the bottom to the top. I'm thinking 2 feet. 5 feet's going to be too long. 5 feet is like how tall Miss Wood is. Is your desk that big? I hope not. Okay, let's look at this. I have a ribbon that is 15 inches long. I cut off 8 inches. How many do I have left? I see a keyword here. What does left mean? What am I going to do? Addition or subtraction? Subtraction. So we are going to do 15 minus 8. Does 15 minus 8 equal? Seven inches. And that would be your answer. Let's look at the next one. One ribbon is 11 inches long and the other is 9 inches long. How much ribbon do I have total? Total. What am I going to do? Addition or subtraction? Addition. 11 plus 9 equals how much? 20. 20 inches. Okay, let's look at this. We already have a measurement here and we see the ruler and the crayon. How long, how many inches? How many inches long is the crayon? Remember, we measure from the beginning to the end. About how many inches do you think? 3 inches. Don't forget, it may have a question. Make sure it has if it has all the numbers, then you pick the number. If it has inches, make sure it says inches, not feet. Okay, how many inches long is our pencil? Remember, it may not be exact, but it would be close. Oh, actually, we're not going to do that one because it's centimeters. We haven't learned that. But if you chose centimeters, it'd be 16. We'll talk about centimeters soon. Okay, I think this is the last one. Oh, yep. How many cubes long is the string? Count the cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cubes. Now remember, friends, you want to go over what an inch ruler, a yardstick, and a measuring tape are used for. So an inch ruler can measure shorter lengths, so something small, like a pencil or a book or even a remote control. A yardstick shows 3 feet, so it can show something of a greater length of distance, like a room, like how tall a door is, a door. You could also use a ruler for that. Maybe your driveway. That's something you would use a yardstick for. And a measuring tape measures the length and distance that are not straight and flat, so something that's round, like a can. What else? Something else that's not flat or straight. Think of something else. Oh, a ball. Something else that's not flat and straight. Maybe like an oatmeal container. Or the cereal we used to eat at school. Those are things that are all around. Now, on Friday, I'm going to show you. When you go to the teacher website, you're going to have to scroll all the way to the end and see it's showing arrows. You have to go and click on your teacher's math test, not the reading test, the math test. Okay? If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out to your teachers, and good luck tomorrow. Great job.